This is downtown Boise, Idaho, a place without the huge hustle and bustle of a big city, but still enough residents to cause a traffic jam here and there. And while it doesn't look like much in these shots, these streets come to life at night. The downtown Boise, Idaho cruise has been a staple of the Idaho car scene for longer than most people my parents' age can even remember. However, recently, a local business owner filed a complaint about the downtown Boise cruise, saying that it was loud and unnecessary and was causing her to have to comp rooms for her guests as she's the owner of a hotel. And this prompted a man named Sven of the Idaho Statesman to write an article on the downtown cruise, which came out extremely biased and uninformed. He described it as, quote, a clash of civilizations, and he went out of his way to make everyone who goes downtown appear to be a terrible person. So let me read an excerpt from this article, and if you'd like to check it out, I will put the link in the description for this video below. Quote, they open their hoods and rev their engines, headers and other exhaust modifications roaring. They peel out intersections when lights turn green. They race down the streets, slowing only to avoid red lights or pedestrians. Unquote. They hang out on sidewalks and talk about cars. Some probably drink alcohol or do drugs, though they try to keep it hidden. In essence, Sven wrote a bash article about how the downtown cruise is a loud, unnecessary display of cliquey bad boys who stand around talking smack on those who don't drive the same vehicles as them. Car racists, if you will. Myself and others who regularly attend the cruise know this to be untrue. He even goes as far as to describe the attendees of the Boise cruise as rebels and act as if we are actively in a huge fight against the, quote, non-rebels, I guess you would say. And to me, that just screams a ridiculous lack of research and his entire willingness to take not only the word of those who are against it, but their side, and use his power to put it out to the masses. So I thought I would take a chance to send it in return, as I've got a pretty good sized following, and show that they are not the only ones that can play this game. However, I've decided to be a decent person and do it as an unbiased situation, and I'm aware that a lot of people don't like the cruise, and I'm aware that there are bad people that are at the cruise, and there are always people who are going to ruin something somehow, but that does not describe the whole or the mass of the people who are partaking in the cruise. So I loaded up my camera, went downtown in seek of answers as to why people like to show up, because I go down there quite frequently, and I am not a drug addict who's there to tear things up and, go out of my way to ruin someone's day. I figured I can't be the only one down there that's not a terrible person. Well, and how did I come to that conclusion? Well, I know it's not true. There's tons of people down there who drive all sorts of vehicles, who are the nicest people you would ever meet and would gladly give you the shirt off their back. So I talked to a couple of them and thought you might find it interesting to hear what they had to say about the article.
It's our way of relieving stress. So, there's not much we can do.
To me, honestly, it's our way of communicating. Like, we don't all know the same things, or we aren't all the same age. We don't all go to the same place and work the same jobs. But the one thing we all do is
like cars.
Whether we build them, race them, work on them, talk smack on them, whatever. I build more relationships here, like positively, than I ever have, like anywhere else. Like high school, work outside just doing stuff. Very few people on my list of people I actually trust for this. Like, these guys, put in the effort, they put in the time, they have the patience, they have the minds to do it, and they're using it not destructively, but positively, and it's loud. It is what it is. And we gather here and we show off, and we're proud of what we do. It's just what it is. Like,
and every state has a car scene too, so it's like our car scene here might not be that big, but it's pretty great. It's always a good turnout. We try to keep it as respectable as we can, and we try to clean up after ourselves as much as we can. But you can't always just help everybody out and tell them to do it. Some people are just too ignorant, but that's just the people who are new here. That's how it is. And over here, anytime somebody's car breaks down or something, we're helping them.
Oh yeah.
Whether we know them or not, because we like cars and we like helping people and we like getting on people's good side. That's why after they told us, stop parking in the Hurley's Brothers parking lot, we stopped. We respect it, but at the same time, it's like you can only do so much,
right?
And you can only tell people so much at the same time.
It's the people who stay here the longest who actually want to work on this, on the cars and on the scene. Like, every city has a car scene. It's not even just state to state to state. It's city to city to city. It's group to group to group, and it's a passion. It's like football players playing football, or artists making sculptures. It's their passion.
One thing that Sven fails to realize is these people that he's describing as rebellious monsters, in essence, are the same people that hosted a car show with the benefit to Toys for Tots, and everyone who came donated a toy to help kids in need whose parents couldn't afford to buy them Christmas presents. And they're the same people that are planning a car show to host a blood drive and get as much blood donated as possible. These not the monsters that he describes in the article. And people here are willing to do a lot to help other people out, and not just within the car scene.
And tonight there's a gentleman who's having a hard time with his breakup, and I sat down next to him like, dude, hey, you got this. Like, life is rough. Nothing in life ever comes easy like this. This isn't going to come easy. Like, we're loud, and not everyone's perfect. And I, for one, will never claim to be perfect, but that sound you hear, that sound you just heard, is someone's fucking pride. Someone's pride and joy.
And like everybody has, a place where they just go to clear their mind. And for us, it's cars. We come out here, clear our mind, drive around, do laps, meet new people, and it's just stress reliever, like I said earlier.
At the end of the day, it's not about what you drive, it's about who you are. And the Downtown Cruise is a safe haven for all people who enjoy cars, and all people who drive any type of cars to go somewhere and meet up with other people who share the same passion as them. And at the end of the day, it comes down to one question. If there's a group of people staying at a hotel doing anything they can to get their money back, even going as far as complaining about noise of something the hotel manager has absolutely no control over, who's really the bad people in this situation? With that, I leave you with some shots of the Downtown Cruise. We hope you've learned something, Sven, and we'd like you to come downtown and actually sit down and talk to us and maybe spend a couple hours there and realize we're not the terrible people you think we are.